mentoring, the players loved what you did. You let the game teach through the game like drill. And to this day, I know Thomas, Jordan, they use your we call it the Tomas continuous 2-on-2 drill. It's a staple for anybody I've worked with. And it doesn't matter what level they're at, when they're capable of passing, they're learning timing and decision making. That comes from you. But the time in Florida, I saw as a coach, you were mentoring because you sort of had a trustful relationship with Jacques Martin. And eventually, I think that drill became the first part of a lot of NHL warm-ups after you had showed them that. So I wonder if you could talk about how that experience helped you prepare for what you're doing today, and not only with them, but Pittsburgh and other teams you work with.
Well, as I said, Wally, learning not to be the guy, not to be the guy in the room, as all of us, I do have a big ego and sort of wanted to be important, and I'm learning until today that there's different ways how to influence and how to mentor and how to teach without people knowing that you are teaching. And I think my greatest teacher was my father. And my dad was a journalist. He was one of the greatest journalists Czech Republic had, sport journalist. And he never spoke. He always listened. He asked the right questions and he listened. So I have inherited that. I always, whether it was with you or with Dave King or with any famous coaches, I always came and I was asking questions. Tom Rennie, and I was never the guy who talks. And that's still my job today. When I go to Toronto, I probably talk 10%, then 90% I'm listening, and I'm surrounded by the greats of. We have some great people in that organization, including women like Danielle Goyette and Haley and Daryl Belfry and our head coach with the Leafs, and those are fantastic people. So I want to know what they think, how they see the game. And what I'm learning also is really teamwork, coaches teamwork. So it's 10 of us. And instead of me telling my players the skating drills that he needs to do, I ask our skating coaches to design those skating drills and send them to me. So I'm trying to use the whole department. Can you please help me with this? What do you think about his reception? Do you know some drills that are really good for weight shift reception, or for escaping with the puck, or for shooting, or with Daryl automatically, because Daryl is a fountain of amazing ideas and drills. And so, do you have experience with this? And yes, I do. Do you have some videos on it? So really, I am sort of more of a messenger. I'm not really the guy, and I'm allowing others to work through me, and I'm just bringing the message. And I pray every day that the message comes clean and that there is as little ego as possible in it, and that the best thing for the player. Another thing, I'm 54 years old and I'm like, I just don't know. Like, I don't know what is the best thing for the player. So the question is every day, like, what is the best thing for him today? Maybe he needs to struggle for 2 weeks or 3 weeks and doesn't score a goal. We all panic and it's like, okay, we got to do something. He's not scoring. What are we going to do? Let's talk to the coach. Why is he not playing? And I'm saying, well, maybe that's what he needs. Maybe that is the best thing for him, to struggle and to figure it out and come on the other side a different man, more mature man or more mature woman, whether if it's a female team that we work with. So I guess as I get older, I realize how teamwork is extremely important, and that I'm not the only guy in the room that knows, and that a lot of times maybe it's not that they know more, but the view of the problem is different. So I look at it from here, they look at it from the left side, this guy looks at it from the right side. And you know, I don't want to mention Daryl again, but like Daryl never agrees with you what you say. He always has a different angle, and sometimes it drives me nuts. It's like fuck, like I know, but he always comes with something else. He's like, have you looked at it this way? You know, I'm like, yeah, no, I didn't. But he's right, you know. So that, I guess, is, you know, to a long answer to your question, is to let the truth and that what will help the player come through me and not necessarily from me. Whether it is from other people that I'm surrounded with, or if it's from a higher source.